right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, on 2nd down, it's Freeman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 52. Mike's 5-4. Man, that's trash. Gotta go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there?
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First carry for Darius Geis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with a carry on second down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A gain there of 21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. To throw, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 27. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Out of the gun, Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Check. Gun. Mike by four. Gun. You gonna get this boy? Hey, Charlie. You think you're doing that?
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Undercrunch.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Diggs has it. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Geis, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start on the ground with Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 29, Cousins digs with a good footwork. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Cousins on target to Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Geis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it'll bring up 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Sam. Hey, check. 21. Check. Hey, box drop. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Cousins on 1st down. The throw complete to Beebe. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On the ground, Geis, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Just like that. Just like that.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something to get. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
21. Gun. Check Mike 54. Mike Bravo. What's the run? They're running it.
Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
51, Sam! Hey, turn it up. Check the backer. Check three. Let him go.
On third down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 33. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On second down, Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Throwing on second and long. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Over the middle, it's complete.
Give me my pick.
Good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54. Watch. Hey, Tuesday. Watch it. Check. Hey, dude. You got tape. Hey, Tuesday.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Wait. Check. Watch the safety creep. Watch out.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
Get up.
And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it's a 2nd down.
Keep playing,
At the 16-yard line.
Let's get it. Bring up 48.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, Stevens. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go. Gun. Hey, check Mike 45. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They go play action. Cousins.
Damn, bitch.
Lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Motion. 300. Hey, Delta.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Hey, 59, ready. Gun. Slam. 54 is Mike. Check.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Hey, express. Wait. Hey, South. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hand. Hey, seam 6. Mike 5-4.
Now Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 24, check 24. Check 43. Bang, bang, bang. Gun. Check. Watch 58.
To throw again is Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
What we got? Space. Mike spot 4. 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Check.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch your slant. Gun. Watch your slant. Right there, 54.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the run.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All day, dog. Gun. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Mike 54. Check. 54. You better go.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch the twist. Shoot. Hey, check. Let's see.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I'm going back to you. Hey, South.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Ryan now to throw on third down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
39.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second and goal. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
51. Switch.
Ryan will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal.
All day. Get up. Face. Hey, exit.
They'll try and run. Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Vikings, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'm a